Hi there, Scary Gary. I'm glad you guys came back. And guess what? No neat stuff this week. You know what that means? That means we went camping and we're going to do a campground review. And where we went was the Mystic Quarry Resort. It was in Canyon Lake, and Canyon Lake is about 12 miles northwest of New Braunfels, about 18 miles straight west of San Marcos. And the lake itself, my daughter has gone over there several times and stayed in several campgrounds over there and just says, Dad, you got to go over there. You have to go. Because of the lake, it's very clear. It's one of the only lakes in Texas where they actually have a lot of scuba diving because the water is just really clear. Also, the Canyon Lake is what feeds the Guadalupe, and there is lots of tubing that happens down the Guadalupe. So there was abundant of things to do. So we went out to the dam, and that's the one thing about Canyon Lake. They say you really need to have a boat, and if you go on the lake, then it's unbelievable. But because most of it is developed all the way around, so unless you're actually at a campground that's on the lake, or a resort that's on the lake, you're not going to see that much. So we went up to the dam, took a few pictures, and it was a clear lake. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. There was sailboats on it, and it was a very beautiful day. But talking about the resort, Jim and Courtney Trent, who are full-time RVers, they kind of came up, they tried to come up with an idea about having a great RV park. And they fell in love with the hill country. So in 2017, they opened up the Mystic Quarry. Now, it cost about $73 a night for a deluxe pull-through site is what I paid, which first of all, I was saying, ooh, it's kind of expensive. But once I got there, there was a lot of amenities, and it was very well kept. They had great swimming pool. They had bocce ball. They had horseshoes. They had all kinds of games. There was chickens. There was a nature trail, which on the nature trail they had Italian combis, which Finley and I walked by them, and they didn't bother us. So I don't care what nationality they are, just if they're calm, that's great. But they were building a water feature back there that was very nice. They had bats, which are to control the insects, is what they stated, and it was very nice. Now, I thought at first 63 was a little expensive until Saturday night came along. And Saturday night they had a live band there. And I've been to several campgrounds where there's like an individual up there, almost like an open micer up there for tips and just, one-man band type scenario. But they had a true band. I think they were out of Washington State. Their name, they have bands every Saturday night. They call it Music Under the Stars. The gentleman that was there the night we were there was the Randy Carlson Band. And I'm pretty sure I heard them say they either heading up to Washington State next, or that's where they were from. But it was a very good time old rock and roll. They started at 7, and good time old rock and roll for us old timers getting done at 10 o'clock. That was just perfect. So I didn't expect that. This is the first time I've ever been at a campground that had a true band on a Saturday night. And there was a lot of people up there, and a lot of people that was right beside the pool area. So it was, I think that kind of, I have to admit, when I first started thinking about it, I was saying, 73, I know this place has got good reviews and everything, but man, is that good, I mean, and yeah, it was very, very good. They had a food truck up there that Saturday night too, which excellent food. I got some mushroom, tacos, and Mary Lou got some bison sliders, and the only thing about it was so good, you went up there, made your order, and they said, okay, can you come back in about 30-40 minutes, because they had that many orders. There's a lot of people, so very popular means very good food. Finley really liked the place. He fell in love with the sand volleyball court. If you can look at this video, he had, I don't know what he thought about, but he would go along there and he would kick sand up and he decided he needed to chase it. And he made pretty good game of it. He couldn't find anybody to play volleyball with, but he had fun playing by himself. And at dog parks, it's a very pet-friendly area. I'd say, yeah, I'd go back there again. And yes, I would recommend it to somebody. Really, truly enjoyed our time there. I wish we probably could have stayed a little bit longer. I wish I have some friends over there has a boat. I guarantee we're probably going to go back. And we'll keep in mind the Misty Quarry. I hope you've enjoyed, and I sure hope to see you next week.
If you like the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up.
Turn on your post notifications.
Put the comments down below. Subscribe and you make me happy.